Hey everybody, I have taken a look at your exams, and one of the things that I wanted to bring up was that the display of your periodic table is a little bit different from the display of mine. Specifically, um, whenever I look at the periodic table in edit mode, it fills the entire screen, and so the resolution's a little bit higher. Thankfully for you guys' first exam, we didn't have to have any sort of um, you didn't need any atomic mass or anything like that. You just needed the symbols. But I'm going to make sure that you have a higher resolution image next time. Now, with that said, I wanted to show you what your grade, or sorry, what my view of the grade book looks like. And it's important because I just want you to know where things are and basically what things matter in the grade book. So this doesn't have any identifying information. This doesn't have anyone's name or anything like that. This is how I've structured the grade book. Now, the first thing that I want to draw your attention to is this right here. So this is one of our categories, activities, and that is worth a total of 10% of your grade. So those activities at 10% of your grade, well, okay, good. Now, this is all of these percentages reflect what is in the syllabus. So activities are 10%. Quizzes and homework are 20%. Your final exam is 15%. Midterm number one is 15%. Midterm two is 15. Three is 15. Participation is 10%. And then last but not least, I've got this category. There's this unnecessary category that I'm going to go ahead and delete right now, and that is imported assignments. Don't need to worry about that. That's toast, that's gone. But this last one, not a part of the grade calculation. This is worth 0% of your grade. So anything that you see there, or sorry, anything that you see that is not a part of your grade calculation, it's going to be put into this category. So if you look at this 205-2025 discussion opportunity, okay, well, the discussion opportunity is worth 5 points, but it's not included in your grade calculation because of the fact that what I do is I look at if you answered the discussion opportunity, which those are totally makeup. I enter your grade for that, for this discussion opportunity, into this 205-2025, which is the participation for that day, because that's what you're doing when you engage in these discussion opportunities. With that to say, on Monday the 10th, well, there was no discussion opportunity because I gave everyone that 5 participation points from that date. Now, what I want to kind of primarily focus on for today is the items in midterm number one. Right now, you've got three things in there. Or right now, there's your exam number one, remotely proctored. That is worth 40 points. Okay, that's because there are 40 questions and they're 1 point apiece. In just a little bit, I'm going to export the gradebook, take the score that you got out of 40 and multiply it by 2.5. Basically, scale your grade up to be out of 100 points, and then I'm going to input it for exam number one. This is your score adjusted to 100 points. So you'll see that, and if you're I'm really just bringing this up to say, if you're concerned, if you're like, oh, is that a part of my grade calculation? One, you can always ask. But two, this not a part of grade calculation, that's going to have a lot of things in it because that's kind of like a rough draft. It's like a workspace where, yeah, there's things that are in there that have points, or maybe they don't have points, but don't stress about those because those get migrated. So in just a little bit, this midterm number one folder, category, binder, whatever you want to call it, is only going to have exam number one. As the semester progresses, exam number two is going to go in there. And then at the end of the semester, your final exam is going to go into there because this midterm number one, that score, that 15% of the grade will look at exam number one, exam number two, and the final. And the lowest of those two grades will be dropped. So the lowest, let me rephrase that. The lowest two of those three grades will be dropped. Okay, well, I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a rundown of basically the grade book and how what I see is different from what you see, and hopefully give you a little bit more clarity about, if there's something that's confusing or concerning. Um, as is the case, anytime you want to talk about your grade or look at, kind of hypothetical numbers, what if I got this on the final? What would that mean? I'm more than happy to play around with those numbers, put those in. I might have to rearrange some things in the grade book just to make sure that I'm not like that it's kind of up to date because I kind of populate the grade book with items as the semester proceeds. So, um, your final grade is not final until the end of the semester. Okay, well, reach out to me if you got any questions. And right now, I believe that you can access the grade book, or sorry, you can see the correct answers on your exam, number one. But in just a little while, your grade is going to be posted and your grade book's going to be updated. Okay, have a good one. Bye.